Hello everyone, I'm RecV5,
And I'm Sandman99.
and we're back with Madden NFL 2005.
Yes, we are. And before we begin this week's game, just wanted to go over something real quick here, because people who watch our football a lot may have noticed that even though I do like to run the ball when I get a chance, I don't run very many toss plays.
Yep.
And there's a reason for that. And the reason is that toss plays just don't work. And in order to illustrate that, we're going to show here, we're in the single back big formation. And this actually started out as the standard single back big with the wide receiver lined up over here.
Yep.
And as a tactic, quite often what I'll do is I'll motion that wide receiver to the opposite side of the field where I plan to run to.
Yep.
If I'm trying to do a wide run, because it takes the corner with them in man-to-man coverage, and then that way there's no containment out on this side, so I can kind of, hope that the line can wall everybody off long enough for me to get ahead of steam up and sprint toward the sideline.
Quote-unquote hope.
Yeah. But anyway, on a toss play, though, and this is actually the out-of-the-box halfback power, right? Out of the standard. So this is not a play I designed. This is a play that EA designed. And all it is that basically this guard is supposed to pull this way.
Yep.
And the quarterback turns around and tosses it to the halfback, who then tries to follow that guard to the right.
Yep.
Okay. And the tackle and the tight end block down on whoever happens to be in front of them there.
Yep.
But if we watch this play, we'll show you why toss plays don't work. And the guy you should watch in particular is this guy right here, that defensive tackle. Okay? And just watch what he does, because you'll notice I'm going to start this really, really slow. It looks as though everybody is kind of trading off, like the center is going to come around here and try and engage that defensive tackle. The offensive tackle engages the end, the tight end there engages the linebacker. So far, everything looks like it's going the way that it should.
Yep.
But what I want you to do is watch right now. This guy's just firing off the line, and the quarterback is turning around. He hasn't even pitched the ball yet. But now you see that little twitch that this guy takes? Okay? And if we continue to follow it, right from this point, right now, this guy knows it's a toss to the outside over here. And what
He's
he
already
does
angling towards the back.
is he has already managed to somehow slow his forward momentum enough that he can do like a 90-degree turn to his left before, and the quarterback hasn't even tossed the ball yet, right? This linebacker's still reading the play, right? And so is this guy. But really, in theory, what should happen is this guy should continue on and bump into the center here and at least have to fight off a block before he can pursue the run.
Yeah.
But watch what happens. Basically, he turns at a 90-degree angle like this. And you can see the guard pulling out here. Here comes the toss. And I'm running this way. Now, this guy's a defensive tackle. And he is an okay defensive tackle, but he's not an all-Madden quality player, because the ponies here are not an all-Madden team.
Yeah, they're just like a balanced team, right?
This guy here, Carroll, is actually a pretty fast running back. He's got about 90 speed.
And a couple of rings.
And a couple of Super Bowl rings. And this guy is a pretty decent guard, but watch here. Okay, who makes the tackle on this play? The defensive tackle. I can't even run fast enough to outrun him.
Yeah, well, the thing is, everybody reacts on this toss play way before the ball is ever even transferred.
That's right. They already know it's a toss right now.
Yeah, like even if you go a little bit forward and just go to when the ball is in midair.
Yeah.
Right? Look at this. As you go and put the ball midair, that linebacker's already moving over too.
That's true. Yeah.
Right?
Everybody completely reacts like almost immediately. They're already doing this. And you know what? This is just how toss plays in Madden 05 work, or don't work, as the case may be. And you can run play after play like this. You can try designing your own. You can run an out-of-the-box play like this one, right? This is the out-of-the-box, like I said, halfback power. out of the single back big.
And they just don't work.
And you know what? I'm not going to complain too much because on the defensive side of the ball, we also benefit from the fact that toss plays don't work.
Yeah, the AI runs them all the time and they get no yards.
The AI runs them all the time, and they very seldom get more than a yard or two because the human run defense players all seem to react the same way and just as quickly. You see the AI offense execute a toss, and right away, 2/3 of the defensive team is pursuing toward the sideline.
Yep.
And even if he's got a speedy back and he manages to break a tackle or something, the defense manages to string him out and far enough to the sideline that he's got no more room over here by the time he gets 2 or 3 yards.
Yep.
So toss plays in Madden 05 on either side of the ball, regardless of who's running them, either human or AI,
they don't work.
And you know what? I've really worked hard on trying to devise toss plays that work. I do have a couple in my III offense that occasionally I can get 3 or 4 yards on because I've got 2 fullbacks lead blocking.
Yep.
And they really help. And, to help pick up the pursuing blockers. And if they manage to get some contact with some of the pursuing blockers, they can slow them down a little bit, and I can sometimes find a crack to turn upfield and run for a few yards.
But mostly they don't work.
Anyway.
I mean, I've tried even gimmicky things like pulling the tackle.
Yeah.
And that still doesn't work.
Oh, yeah. We've tried everything, right? Toss plays in Madden 05 just don't work. Okay? And I mean, you know what? That linebacker would have made the tackle if this guy hadn't.
But there's no way that guy should be out there. He should still be tangled up with this guy. And he didn't even engage him.
Or at least a couple of steps behind. And I don't think it was because the center was not following his assignment. It's because this guy is psychic.
Yeah.
As well as remarkably agile for a big man. He's able to arrest his forward motion, which is heading right for the center. And like I said, do a 90-degree or even more than 90-degree turn in order to pursue down the line of scrimmage, evade this guy, and then catch a guy who's got 20 points of speed on him.
And for once, he doesn't. None of our linemen go after the safety.
Yes, and actually, you know what? All in all, I would say on the offensive side of the ball, this was actually a pretty well executed play. Nobody did anything wrong. It's just that the game design itself is flawed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the defense should not react that quickly to a toss.
Well, maybe it would work better if all linemen had more realistic speed rating. It kind of reminds me of this one thing I saw, and like this guy was looking at his thing for, I can't remember what Madden it was. Maybe it was like Madden 15 or something like that, or maybe it was like, I don't remember.
And he says, you do realize that I run a 4.440, right?
Yeah. But he's got like a speed rating of 50 because he's a lineman.
Yeah, I know. It's the same thing with kickers, right? I mean, kickers in the NFL are actually fantastic athletes, but in this game, they're crap. My grandma could go out there, and if she could kick the ball, well, she could be a kicker too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, like they already know that this is a toss before he even tosses it, and that's not right, because what if this is a counter step and then he decides to run back this way and it's a handoff?
Yep.
Right? You don't know that. I mean, I guess the pulling guard might kind of give that away a little bit, but even at this point, you don't know for sure that guard's pulling, right? But anyway, we'll move on to an example of how to run the ball to the outside successfully.
All right.
And we'll try not to take too much more time at this, but I do want to show this off. So we'll pause for a moment.
And we're back.
Yes, and here we are again. Same situation.
Same formation,
right? Pretty similar defense. I think they are moving a guy back over to this side, though, the nickel back. I think this is actually a nickel defense in this case.
Yep.
3-3 nickel. But still, how the defense reacts is the same, regardless of what kind of formation they have out there. So what I've done this time is a simple backstep sprint. Okay, so it's an inside handoff, basically.
Yep.
And I like to use the backstep sprint because it's very easy for me to turn inside if a gap opens up in the line, or turn it outside if no gap opens up in the line. It's
Yep.
I like that particular angle that the back approaches the line at. So
It's versatile.
It's versatile. I use it quite a bit. And again, we've got a man coverage situation here, and that nickel guy is probably blitzing, which is why they're moving him
Yep.
over to this side, because quite often what they'll do out of the nickel formation is they'll flip the play when I motion the wide receiver.
Yep.
Which takes the corner here out of the play over here on the right again. So I've got all this real estate that I can run toward if my offensive line can seal these guys off for a second or so to give me enough time to get around to the outside.
Yep.
But this time, watch what the defense does, because this is an inside handoff, and you want to watch all 4 of these guys right here, okay, and watch the angle that they pursue at, okay, because here comes the handoff, okay, it's a handoff. Watch what they're doing. Okay?
Yeah, they're all coming in towards the middle.
They're all converging on approximately this spot right here where I've got it marked on the field.
Yep.
All 4 of them. It's like the head of a spear, and they're all basically pinching on that spot. Why? Because that's about where the running back will be when he receives the handoff.
Yep.
So again, they're a little bit psychic, right? They seem to know where the ball exchange is going to occur. Right?
But because they're much further inside here.
Right? Well, even though this guy beats his block fairly quickly this time, he actually did get partially blocked out of the play and delayed a little bit.
Because he ran straight at his man.
And you'll see that I don't really see any big gaps in here to run through, but I see a huge empty real estate out here.
Yep.
So you'll notice that I make a cut to the right here almost immediately, and then I sprint. And I manage to outrun the front linebackers and linemen there.
Yep.
And it's the safety that has to move up here and pursue and make the tackle on the play. But by then I've picked up 10 yards.
Yep.
Okay. And this play, generally speaking, this is one that I designed myself, if you want to call doing nothing except giving this guy a backstep sprint a play design.
I'm almost certain that there are plays like this in the default playbooks too, if you look for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, actually, a lot of them that are similar to this will have this guard pull.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's basically a very similar thing. But I did this without anybody pulling because I don't want to open up a hole in the line that this guy could pop through and break up the handoff or something like
Which
that.
happens to me all the time.
Well, that's because there's a slightly different variation of this where this guy does a backstep and then outside, and you pull this guard here,
and it'll work better.
And that makes this, and that's basically your stretch play.
That's right.
And I do run your stretch play sometimes too, but I run this play here a lot because it's a conservative play. Even if something doesn't quite go right, I'm not going to lose a bunch of yards on it. And if everything does go right, well then, I'll be able to pick up decent yardage. And I can also do different things, like if I go to move the wide receiver, they show me it's a zone. If the corner doesn't follow him, I can cancel that motion. And then I can do something like maybe move this tight end over to this side to help out with the blocking or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? But anyway, that's about all I wanted to say about that. But again, watch these 4 guys and what they do, how they react to the run. They react very quickly.
And they all punch straight into the inside like that.
Yeah, but the difference is their angle of pursuit.
Yeah.
And that's why if you want to run outside, you got to start with an inside handoff, because it makes the defense pinch inward, which gives you the room to head outside.
Really, just about any type of handoff will work better than a toss play in this game.
Oh, absolutely. But anyway, that's about it for that.
So we'll be back with our franchise.
Yes.
And we're back with the Crusaders franchise, week 11.
Yes, a progression week. And we're just looking at the paper after last week's big win over the Louisiana Zombies.
Yeah, that was quite a thing.
In which the Rec V5X defense stopped them cold.
Ha!
4 times in our red zone, which meant that basically 4 times they were in our red zone and failed to score. So that was quite the performance.
Just lucky.
And heading up the defense was linebacker Cedric Perry, who sacked the Zombies 3 times.
Nice.
And he is currently leading the league in sacks with 20.
Yeah, and that's not just the team that he's leading. Like, if we go over to the NFL statistics, he's leading the league.
That's right. He's leading the league. I think the next most prolific guy on sacks actually has 10.
Yeah, and he's an all Madden defensive tackle.
Yeah. So very likely Cedric Perry will probably, like after 9 games, he's got 20 sacks. So very likely he will break the 30 sack mark easily.
Although I have tragic news. The left outside linebacker for the cupcake team, the Leopards, has been injured.
Yes, so he won't be breaking any records in tackles this year.
And it's really too bad because he was leading the league in tackles, and I think he was also leading the league in pass deflections.
Yeah.
He's everywhere at once.
But anyway, we are at home to the Boston Royals. And that's going to be a tough one. They're 8-1. They're a tough defense.
Yeah, they're second in our conference, right?
Yep. Right behind us. Right there with the bad men. Anyway, here we go.
Yeah, they're a very strong defense team.
Yes, this is the game of the week, too. So now we got to wait for somebody to sign some free agents. Maybe the Leopards are signing a free agent because their linebacker got injured.
Oh, you know what? Maybe.
It looks like more than one team is signing free agents, though. So anyway, here we go. They run a 3-4 defense, too, so that's going to be a little bit different because there aren't a lot of... Well, there are a few teams in the league that run a 3-4, but there aren't a lot of them.
Yep.
And they're tougher to run wide on because they have a wider posture on the field. But they might be give a little bit of room up the middle, so we'll have to just see.
Yeah, well, maybe it'll be Parkman's big day.
Well, you never know. Maybe Golston might have a good day, too, because he also is in that other fullback position.
Nah, Parkman, 150 yards rushing.
No, that'll never happen. That might happen in a season.
Ah!
But anyway, but not in one game, I don't think.
Yep.
But anyway, here we go.
A great matchup of two teams, a great atmosphere.
I think we've got a pretty tough finish to our season because we play all Madden teams, including our last game, 3 times. We play these guys, and I'm not sure who else we play, but I think we've got some pretty tough opponents here coming up in the next little while.
The offensive line will have to step it up because this guy's looking to make some play. He knows every trick in the book. So you'll see him setting up guys, making them think he's going outside.
Yeah, well, these guys are an all Madden quality defense, and that looks like a defensive end.
Need their running game to be at its best, otherwise they could be in for a long day. The best way to neutralize a good defense is by running right at them. So look for this back.
Yeah, they're saying you better run the ball.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to let me do very much running.
I don't think you'll be very successful at it.
It really depends on how they use their defensive backs and their linebackers. If they play a lot of man lock and bunch those guys all in the middle, then what's going on here? Okay, they chose to do something.
They chose to receive.
They chose to receive. Okay. Well, here we go. It's audible time.
And here you'd be thinking, oh shit, I chose to receive.
No. Anyway, I'm going to choose my pass audible, I think, today, out of the wishbone for the better pass blocking.
Fair enough, fair enough.
It's basically a very similar play. The only difference is that I'm able to get a little better protection up front.
Yep.
And I think we're going to choose some very cautious and conservative short passes for our pass audibles.
Well, what do they have at tight end?
I don't think they have too many really great players as receivers. I think, though, these types of teams tend to have a good running back and they can have a strong running game.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll go with like a little cover 3 there in the middle, and then we'll have the usual.
Yeah.
I'm
expecting this game to turn out quite a bit like the game we played against the male barnyard poultry type birds. Actually,
Cox.
Where Mike Penn was a nightmare on 2 feet and gave you fits all game long, but we managed to prevail on that one anyway. Because they didn't have a passing game to complement that pounding running game, right?
Well, these guys have Hank Brickley, and I think he's actually leading league in rushing yards right now, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he's got very high strength rating.
Yep.
Right, he's actually got decent speed as well.
And he's a very intelligent player.
Yeah, it looks like he can catch too, and look at his break tackle.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he could be a lot of trouble.
Well, we'll have to see how it all goes.
Yeah, but I guess we'll get to put you to the test almost right away because we have to kick it away to start things off.
Ready to kick this one off.
We're in a pretty competitive division, actually. Could end up with 2 wildcard teams coming from the same division here.
From the 3-yard line.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah, I managed to get away.
So the offense sets up for its first drive of the game. So they have first and 10.
Oh yeah, I totally didn't check the speed of their receivers.
Well, they don't have anybody outrageously fast.
Yeah,
that's us.
No, that's us.
That's us. Yeah, you got to look at them.
Okay, so they're number one guy.
Yeah, they do have a speed demon out there, so you're probably going to have to play a cushion.
That's right. Yep.
Let's get back to the action on the field.
Probably the difference between him and a strong offense quality receiver is he probably doesn't catch very well or something, right?
Well, if he's wide open though.
Running with purpose. Ooh, that one will leave a mark.
There, see, toss play. And he picked up 4 yards because he broke 2 tackles there, right?
Yep.
We were demonstrating how the toss play works. Well, it doesn't really work much better for the AI than it does for us. But what made that one work was individual effort by the running back, right?
Yep.
Pressure coming. Throws it. Slings it out to the fullback. Perry.
Well, that's pretty much exactly how I like to see those plays go.
Yep. Well, now we got 5 wide receivers.
Offensively, a couple of turnovers, and this could turn into a rout.
High-powered offenses aren't very high-powered when they don't have the ball.
Shotgun empty backfield.
Cherry looking to pass. Lines up with 5 wide receivers. With the pass. And it's
well, they're not going to get a first down that way.
Nope.
Yeah, that's the thing. Most of the out-of-the-box pass plays out of those 5 receiver sets tend to be very quick, short passes, right?
Yep.
They don't have a lot of really deep passes out of, like most of the playbooks that I've looked at. And that's because when you don't have any extra people to leave in the block,
you can't throw long passes.
You can't really throw long passes if the other team has got any kind of pass rush going on at all, right?
First and 10.
Well, let's see how things go here.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Jenkins sends a man in motion.
Let's see if we can get the passing game going early here.
Passing on first down. Gets the pass off.
Well, we can get a drop going early.
You get a holding penalty going early.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. So I guess they decided 1st and 20 is better than 2nd and 10, hey?
Yep. Now you'll get a new set of downs.
Yeah.
Look, you made a first down.
Or you'll get called for holding.
I don't know about that.
Calling an audible now. Jenkins with a man in motion.
Okay, well, I think we can watch for a blitz coming from that side.
Throwing on first down. Gets rid of it.
And there's another drop. Look at that. Wow. What is this?
No catch.
He was there. And
That's just your typical cupcake league.
Man, oh man. Yeah, I know, but that guy's got like 90 catching. Why would he drop that?
Because he always does.
A nickel package. Dropping back. Throws it. This one
Oh, he dropped it too.
That's 2 passes dropped in succession.
Oh, they're not counting the first one because it's a new set of downs, right?
Okay, yeah, but still, that's 3 drop passes in a row. Wow. I'm pretty sure those are all drop passes too, right? Whoop.
Gotta go to statistics.
Yeah.
Yeah, stats and info. And you go to receiving.
Okay, well, they're only counting 2 of them as drops, but the Rhodes and Mills, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why they're not counting that one to the running back as a drop, because he was wide open. And the ball did hit him, and he just dropped it, right?
Who knows? Maybe it didn't hit him in the hands or something.
Well, I think about the best we can do here is improve our position for the punt.
He surveys the field.
No.
Or not.
He's out of rhythm on this drive.
Well, at least
Wow.
you didn't lose your position from the punt.
They're giving a lot of
Yeah.
different looks on this drive.
That's incredible.
Quarterback's having a
Wow.
tough time adjusting on those last
That's
few
not
passes.
on them at all. Like, that's not because of their efforts or anything like that.
You just failed to move the ball.
Well, that is 100% due to drop passes, right?
Yep. Come on, Rose. I know you've only got 70 speed.
Well, he couldn't make the tackle, but at least they're still on their side of midfield. I don't know, that's cheap. When they make you drop 3 passes in a row like that, that's kind of a cheap and dirty way to quote-unquote play defense, right?
Number 27, the lone back. He'll pass on first down. Closing in, throwing short to the right side.
Well, I got a piece of him.
Yeah.
I had to switch to a guy and try to take him down there.
Yeah. I think these guys, because they're the base, like, they're replacing the Patriots, they do a lot of those wide receiver screens too, right?
Yep.
Backing off. Only one man in the backfield. King.
Okay, well, this is a run play.
Hand it off. Breaking free. Number 95.
Wow, it takes 2 guys to tackle just about everybody here today, eh?
Pickup of about 5.
Pretty much.
Ball right around midfield. With the throw.
Good strategy to play that spy in the middle, eh?
Yeah, well, I figured that he was going to try to throw a short drag or something.
Yeah.
Fast enough to catch it.
Because these guys kind of like to do that.
Nothing happening for the offense there, forced into a 3-and-out. Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch.
Well, we got the ball back at about the same place.
Yeah, you literally lost 1 yard on the exchange.
So they have
Yeah.
first and 10 here.
Well, let's see if Golston can drop a pass now, hey?
Well, everybody's got to get one to get it out of their system and all.
Gets rid of it.
Oh.
So that one flutters incomplete.
He
Well.
put too much touch on that one.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Throws it.
Wow, finally.
Emmanuel is the guy who's there to bring
Pretty
it
tight
down.
coverage on a flat road, though.
Rose didn't have much
Yeah, well,
room to
that's
do
to be
anything with
expected,
Yeah,
but,
they had the coverage,
you know,
and they
like
made
I
the
do,
short play
I
instead
do
of
hope
playing
that they
something
catch the
fancy.
ball when I throw it to them, right?
Yeah.
You know, like this.
it.
Oh, it looks like you might get Rhodes over there.
Yep. Well, that's basically what this play is designed for, right? They'll pull all 3 of those man-lock guys off to the other side of the field.
With the pass.
So I can throw it to Rhodes isolated against the guy covering him, right?
Yep.
35-yard line. Nice Nice ball going to the air, and then a move to change. So they have 1st and 10 here.
It's basically designed as a short pass, right? Okay, I'll bite.
Time to run.
Time to run to the left. I hope.
On the carry.
Well, I managed to run to the left a little bit.
He's feeling it right now. Either that or he's numb all over.
Yeah, and then you got flattened by a defensive tackle.
Yeah.
8 to go.
But even a handoff that doesn't work so well works better than a toss play.
Yep. Wow. This is looking pretty ugly.
Time for the dive.
Yeah, it's time for the dive.
Number 86.
That didn't quite go in the direction it was supposed to.
Yeah, I think your halfback pushed your fullback around there.
Yeah, I think somebody was doing something they weren't supposed to do.
Well, Pete Clark does have an awareness rating in the 20s.
Yeah.
So...
He has an awareness rating in the crap, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you're left there to choose between a sack of potatoes and Pete Clark, well, you might just choose the sack of potatoes.
Visiting team.
Yeah, because Pete's not very smart.
He's that guy who got the football scholarship not because he was smart, right?
Gets rid of it. And this pass is complete.
Well, that's a very easy pass to complete, and I discovered that works better if you basically angle them slightly inward. That actually works better than the straight curl, right?
Yep.
Because it actually does give him a little bit of inside position.
And it's also a little easier to see in the 4:3 aspect ratio.
Yeah, that too.
Because you don't get as wide of a view on these games. I think this game has a widescreen mode, but we've never tried it. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll have to do that when we play our next series, next season or something.
Yeah.
Dropping back to pass on 1st down. He hits his receiver. Emmanuel records the stop at the 39. Quite far enough to pick up the
Well,
Yeah, and the guy calling the plays loves this kind of situation. Because on 2nd and short, everything in the playbook is an option.
Well, you're almost in field goal range. You just need another 10 yards.
Directing traffic. Jenkins sends a man in motion.
Ready for a drop pass?
it must be just about time, right?
Steps up into the pocket.
Oh, why didn't he throw it, man? Like, oh, wow.
Yeah, you were trying there.
I was trying to throw it. I was.
Let me tell you, he might never be better than he is right now.
I think a lot of the throw animations in this game are a lot longer than they were in, say, Madden 04 too, right?
Yeah, because I was stepping up and running forward there too, right? Like,
Yep.
I kind of...
Visiting team come out in a nickel package.
Yeah, it's just one of those things they do to make it harder. Watch that
Yeah.
safety. He might be playing robber on the right there.
Drops back.
Or not.
He's looking. Gets the pass off. Big pop that time.
You want someone there?
I guess they called an audible there because I saw him moving up and then he moved back.
This is a great call on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
So they must have decided that they were going to try to play robber and then they decided against it.
Maybe.
He sees something in the defense.
We'll give it to Golston, see if he can do anything with it.
He tucks it away.
Yep.
With the tackle at the 25. Just a punishing run by the fullback.
That's what he can do to you. You can't bring this guy down with an arm tackle. You got to swarm him. Get him from all sides, and then just take him to the ground.
Set. Cowboy, 28.
They'll go with a run once again.
Oh, I can't believe I couldn't fit through there. It's like the collision boxes on these players are bigger than they look.
Yep.
Because there was a gap there. I just couldn't force my way through it, right?
Well, that's okay. Maybe you get a short pass drop to Jenkins. From Jenkins to Jenkins.
Yeah.
Or not.
He Surveys the
Or
field,
so.
pass.
Yep, I'll just wait for that guy to drop off, because if they want to drop 8 guys off in the zone, well, I'm going to have lots of time to wait back there, right?
Yep.
Third down is when you really need your quarterback to be sharp, because the temptation to force something in is bigger.
Well, you made it to
That time
field
he
goal
found the
range.
right guy,
Yeah.
He made a good throw.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Gives the ball off. Number 52.
See, there's something not quite smelling right about the blocking here, right? Like, if the center's on that guy, and number 73 should be on that guy, but where's he going,
Safety.
right?
Yep,
You
he's
know what
going
I mean?
to block
Like,
the safety.
like, he should be on that middle linebacker.
Oh, look at his head tracking, though. He's looking
Yeah.
at the safety from the start of the
And we
play.
go back to the game.
Yeah. Like, basically, whoever designed that part of this game should probably be shot. Because that's maddening, right? It is. It's absolutely maddening.
Yep.
Directing traffic. Number 47, the motion man. Fullback handoff.
Go on, Parkman. Oh.
Well, see, I figured I'd try and stick a lead blocker right behind that idiot guard, right?
Yep.
Gain of 3.
But, yeah.
Even then, you can only do so much.
15th play of this drive. 7 yards.
Wow, it's taken us 15 plays to get this far.
If you make a first down here, it might take another 3.
Well, it looks like I might have linebacker coverage on Clark over on the left there. Uh-oh.
Under pressure. Gets rid of it. This one
Well, he dropped it anyways.
I couldn't throw it that way, because if I'd have tried, the release would have taken so long, that pass rusher would have got me.
Yep.
Right? I had no choice. I would have had to step in that direction to throw that pass,
Yep.
and that guy would have had me before I could get the pass away.
It's okay. It happens. At least you didn't throw a pick.
Woodson
Yeah.
comes
It's
out
another one of the
with points
unwritten
on the
rules of
scoreboard
Madden,
for the
right?
first time. And it's on its way. He had plenty of room to spare.
Well, that was a lot of plays and 9.5 minutes to get a field goal. Wow.
Decent kick. We should have a return. From the 2.
Oh! Fumble! Yes!
Danny Jones recovers the fumble.
I mean, they're probably going to try to challenge this, but...
Oh, probably, yeah.
Oh,
Or
no,
maybe
it's a
not.
fumble.
Maybe not.
Oh, man, Danny Jones is a brilliant player. I love him.
Danny Jones is a big play maker.
Danny Jones, defensive captain next season.
Look at this.
Face mask.
Well, that's going to help a little bit.
Truck pulling a trailer.
Penalty marker down in the field. This appears to be of the 5-yard variety.
Well, we'll accept that face mask, and then we'll bring the goal line offense out.
End up with a handful of face masks.
And we'll try and run a toss play.
To Parkman.
No.
Oh, to Clark.
To Clark.
Gets the call.
The one place toss plays work is at the goal line.
Actually, what helps to make this play work, too, is you'll notice that everybody is lined up very close to the line of scrimmage, right?
And they're all pulled in, too.
And they're all pulled in. And basically, I've got Parkman leading out there. So if everybody manages to do their sealing thing over here, well, then I've got a gigantic lead blocker right there,
Yep.
right?
Offensive lineman-sized lead blocker.
Yep.
And we go back to the game.
So there are some exceptions to that rule, but generally speaking, I found that they don't work. But I did find that play to be successful at times when it also really helps when you only need 3 yards too,
Yep.
right? I mean, if you need 6 yards, I wouldn't run that play because it probably won't get me 6 yards, but it'll get me 3.
Lined up for the kickoff.
At least 2. It'll get you at least 2.
Yeah. Well, that was a 3-yard run, so it got me 3.
Good kick, should be returnable.
Danny Jones, the hero.
From the 3.
He is rapidly becoming my favorite player.
That's just a great special teams play.
He's replacing Parkman, is he?
The rest of the team's fired up.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Backing off. The visiting team line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Number 27. Jones makes the tackle at the 26-yard line. Picked up 9.
Well, unfortunately, I was just not quite fast enough for that handoff.
Yep. Well, that's the thing, though, right? You don't mind if they pound you with the run a little bit, because even a sustained ground game won't result in a substantial amount of points, usually.
Only 1 man back.
It's strictly a clock control thing, and you don't mind if they run a lot of time off the clock when you're ahead, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He put everything he had into that one.
It's 1st and 10. The corners playing back. Cherry sends a man in motion. Pass play here on 1st down. Pressure, throwing, and he hits.
I think I got a hit on the quarterback there.
Yep.
At the 39-yard line. He found
He just managed to get it away just before you got him.
The thing about
Yep.
a pass like that is it cuts down on the time the defender has to react to where the ball's heading.
The corners playing off a bit. Kansas City has jumped out. The teams have switched sides, and we'll start the 2nd quarter. 2nd and 5.
Well, they're going to come out and pretty much the same thing, so I'm going to come out and pretty much the same thing.
Number 27, the lone setback.
Oh, my.
Yeah, they just didn't block me there.
Yeah.
I just wasn't fast enough.
I'm not sure what happened there, but all you had was the man coverage guy out there. I think the zone guy was missing, right?
Yep.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to throw that pass, because there would have been 2 guys over there, right?
So they have 1st and 10 here.
That's right, actually. Let's take a look at what happened.
I think I don't know what happened there. Did you not have a zone on
Oh,
that
no,
side?
I'm running the zone to the other side. That's what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I was doing a little bit of coverage over the middle because they'd thrown their last couple of passes over the middle.
Yeah.
He'll pass on 1st down. Throws it. And he just can't.
They left everybody in to block that time.
No, and sometimes when the ball is right at you, you think about running after the catch before you even.
Well, that's just kind of how it goes.
6th play of this
Yeah, that was almost like the clown pass there. They had like 3 extra blockers back there, right?
The backs are lined up in an eye. Cherry sends a man in motion. Dropping back. Closing in. Throwing. Incomplete.
That's why you play the curl flat.
Yep.
Just as the ball arrives, and he knocks it loose.
He played that well. No, it looked like he knew exactly where that route was going.
And this is the 7th play of this drive. Kansas City drops its safeties into deeper coverage to be more prepared for the long pass. Cherry with a man in motion. Drops back. Under pressure. Gets rid of it.
Oh.
I know you have the 2 deep and you have the man coverage underneath. Sometimes it just doesn't matter. If they don't play their assignments properly, right?
I don't know. I wonder if you can tell, too, when something like that's going to happen, when they make you call 2 or 3 audibles at the line like that. Because I know I could hear you clickety-clicketing away there. You changed the play like 2 or 3 times, right?
Well, I did change it to the right coverage, though, right?
In the backfield. Gets the pass off. That pulls him down at the 19. He caught the pass but didn't go anywhere.
Nope, they were on him like glue.
First down marker just inside the 17. With the throw.
No, that's the clown pass again, right? Like, they left both tight ends in there to block, and I didn't look to see, but I bet you they left that running back in to block, too.
Oh, probably.
Right? They had everybody blocking there.
Yeah, I'm more just trying to prevent them from throwing it into the end zone before I can start whipping out a pure zone defense type of deal.
Yeah.
Number 27 is the deep back. Throws it. Incomplete.
Well, they tried the play action pass on 3rd down and short, and now they're kicking a field goal.
Yeah, they really should have just,
Oh, absolutely. You know
run the
what?
ball.
If I'm on offense there, I'm handing it to a fullback and jamming it right up the middle. Right.
Grant comes in to attempt a field goal, which would give them their first score of the day. The kick is up.
It's just too chancy to try and throw a pass on that short of a play, unless you get an obvious mismatch, right?
yeah. Well, I couldn't stop them in the red zone this time.
Well, you still made them kick the field goal, though.
From the 5-yard line to the 20.
Your own guy got in the way there.
That's fine. I kind of turned in the wrong direction, too.
First and 10.
Well, you couldn't go left anyway because your number 45 there, whoever that was, he was in the way there, right?
Well, at least it wasn't Parkman getting in the way.
Yeah.
Actually, he's so slow, sometimes when he gets in the way, you can just run around him.
Receiver.
Oh!
Look at that linebacker. Oh, no,
Yeah.
that's the defensive back.
No. Somebody was just playing kind of back deep there.
Yep.
That's what you need to do when you're playing center field.
Well, let's see what happens here. Are they going to give me that pass again? Not this time. I guess I should have audibled to a run.
Ah, well.
I thought
helped.
about it. I figured, you know what, I'll just audible to a dive up the middle. Now I'm just going to drill it 60 yards down the field.
That's really the best solution.
Yeah. Yeah, when things start going that way, you don't fight it.
It might make the fans unhappy, but screw what the fans want. Unbelievable. That guy actually made it back there. He could have
Look at
blocked
that.
that punt if he hadn't dived.
Look at that. An inside the 20 punt from our own 15-yard line.
Well, there you go. See, we're going to have a Hall of Fame punter after this.
It's first and 10.
Well, the thing is, though, with all of the really, really short punts that I attempt all the time, that one will get lost in the average anyways, right?
Going to the air on first down. With the throw.
See, they left a bunch of extra guys in to block that time, too, eh?
Yep, but also, that's smart linebacker play, because we've got some pretty smart linebackers now that they've gotten a little bit of experience. And even though that guy was playing a flat tone, instead of being like, well, there's nobody in my zone, coach, look at what his behavior is, right? Yeah. Because there's nobody in his zone and nobody coming into his zone, he starts to drop off. And that's exactly what happens here.
Yeah, he saw that pass coming and knocked it away. Even though that guy was beyond his zone.
That's something you wouldn't see in a modern Madden game.
No?
Nope.
Pressure coming.
I just couldn't get to him in time.
No, you couldn't. You shoved that guy out of the way, but unfortunately that time the coverage wasn't good enough.
That showed awareness by the receiver. He knew just where he had to go to get the first down.
But that's okay. We'll try a little bit of something like this time.
Corners playing off a bit.
They're going to line up the tight end on the wrong side. Have to audible to something else.
With the throw, perfect throw. He's pushed out at the 29.
See, I hate that weak side tight end thing that they do.
I don't mind it myself. I just play like if I'm playing with my older playbook, I just audible to a 5-man coverage scheme.
Yeah, that's exactly what I do. It's just annoying to have to do that all the time.
Cherry with a man in motion. Under pressure, gets the pass off.
Yeah, pass defense.
Yeah, that time he jarred it loose, eh? It was the same play, basically, right? I'm not sure what kind of countermeasures you have for that kind of pass, but if they're going to try and throw those a lot, you might want to think about changing things up there once in a while, too. See if you can have a guy sitting in his zone over there waiting for something like that.
Wow, not only did he throw that so early, the guy had to catch it behind him, but then that guy almost sidestepped and, like,
Yeah.
Evaded the guy
Yeah.
who was covering him.
Yeah, really.
Back to the field.
Now that's Madden cheese if I ever seen it.
Yeah, that was pretty cheesy. When you break off a pattern that early, you should be rewarded with an interception pretty well every time, right? When a pass is...
He audibled.
Yeah, he audibled to something there where he can get an extra blocker in, right?
Yep.
And he had it and lost it incomplete.
Watch this here. He gets his helmet right under his chin, and wham! He takes him straight for the turf.
Okay, we'll run a little bit of this. The curl flat.
Backing off.
That'll maybe protect against that kind of thing a little.
King comes in motion.
That was weird.
Pass off.
Yeah, but there you go. You had the two guys over there covering that short pass that he's been throwing a lot of,
It
right?
was a perfect opportunity to make a big play for his defense. He lets it go as an incomplete pass rather than an interception.
When you have two defenders bracketing the guy like that, then even if he tries to force that in, it probably won't work, right?
Receiver set this time. Drops back, pressure, throwing left.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, at least that's fourth down. He didn't get enough to make the first down. This guy's been living dangerously, though, right? He's been throwing those balls away just before you get there.
Yep.
And making some really bad passes and getting away with it, right?
Here's the kick.
Oh, come on, Mills. Why did you do that?
Well, I guess we'll either make a first down in 2 plays or we'll punt.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they have first and 10 here.
I would totally try to field those manually if I had any confidence in my ability to do so at all.
Yep.
Clark goes in motion. Passing on first down. Looking for a receiver.
Oh, another drop pass. Come on. Wow.
That's gotta be a little
That is
disappointing.
absolutely brutal.
Maybe we got to sub in all the second stringers at halftime.
Looks like
Maybe
he's
they'll
really
play
having a
better.
tough time
I can't
with his
believe that.
concentration out there.
Set. Cowboy. 28.
Dropping back. Gets the pass off.
Like, that is truly an awe-inspiring pass-dropping performance in this game so far.
Jenkins is a short gain
Like,
on that
wow.
pass, but maybe 2 yards.
So I guess we'll kick it down the field again.
Yep.
Rinse and repeat, right?
Wilkes will come into this game to punt. A line drive.
The fans might not be happy, but screw what they think.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're getting like a 70-yard return or exchange on this, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right, and then they'll get the ball, and I'll leak a bunch of yardage, and then hopefully stop them before they can score any
Yeah,
points.
hopefully they'll run out of gas before they get too far, right?
That's right.
But the more space they have to cover, the more likely it is that they will eventually stall, right?
Waller pulls him down at the 26.
Well, we had Waller out there at
Until
least.
they figure out how to slow down the runner, I'd keep giving them the ball.
Ball on their own 26.
John likes their running game, I see.
The corners
Yeah.
playing back.
Well, I mean, on offense, from the offensive side of things, I don't know what to do here because
Running with purpose.
because everybody that I throw the ball to has dropped at least one pass, right?
Yep.
Hold on to the ball. This is a great block.
I feel your
Look
pain.
here. He just barrels into the defender.
And that's
Taking
not
him right off the
defense,
start.
right? That's
Now
just
a textbook
they should have put on the front of the box, beware the offensive miscue or fear the
Yeah.
offensive miscue, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's not defensive play that's doing this, it's basically offensive screw ups.
Single coverage
Yeah.
he wanted, he just couldn't get it in there. Corners playing off a bit. Number 27, the deep back. Number 87, moves in motion. Number 49 takes him down at the 45. Trying to move the ball on the ground.
A running attack that is consistent and effective will help the offense dictate the pace of the game.
Pressure coming with the throw.
And that's why you play 2 hook zones in the middle.
Yep. Danny Jones makes the tackle.
On the tight end, no less.
Yep.
Harrison is back to punt.
Yeah, because they seem to like to throw short passes. I'm playing a lot of hook zones over the middle against them. And a deep zone over the middle, too.
Yeah.
I'm just, like, flooding the middle. Come on, Mills. You got to field those.
No return here.
Well, at least it rolled into the end zone this time, right?
Yep.
So we don't end up with, starting from a deep hole.
Changing the play now. Steps up into the pocket.
There's another drop pass.
Yeah, you hit him square in the chest with
I
that
hit him
one.
right in the chest with it. Like, how do you not catch that?
Came on a blitz and he sprinted for the quarterback.
My
Guys
God.
love the opportunity to get a sack. And that time
This is
he
horrible.
just
I can't keep playing like this.
Well, you can. I mean, if we keep up the presence on defense here.
Traffic. Hart. Armstrong records the stop at the 24-yard line.
Oh, come on. You're going to injure Adam Parkman?
Apparently so.
Well, we'll have our third string tight end in there now. I think his name is Westbrook.
They need 6.
And at least he's kind of still a bigger guy, I guess.
Yeah, well,
The visiting
come on, get over there. Move.
He surveys the field. Throws
Whoa,
it.
how
He
about
caught
that? He caught it.
Good read, finding the central coverage.
The injury was the great momentum shift.
Yeah. Well, I think he's okay, because it looks to me like his number's back in there.
Yeah, he's back again.
Or is that the 86? Is that the tight end there?
No, I think that's
Nope,
Parkman.
that's Parkman. He's back.
Well, I think Parkman has like a 90-plus toughness rating. Like, he's stupidly tough, too, right?
Yeah.
So he probably just went off, got some Gatorade, and came back.
Passing on first down. Gets rid of it.
Wow, that was very behind the catch. But he caught it.
Well, the thing is, though, they had, like, all those guys stacked up on the left side of the line.
Well, it makes you wonder
So-
how Marshall can make those circus performer catches when you need it to, but then he can't catch it when you hit him in the chest with it.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
I sense a dive play.
This one is handed off.
Well, in this situation, I just want to try and keep moving the ball ahead.
Yep.
They're going to keep running to see what the other team is doing.
Because if I'd have tried to run off tackle there and that defensive end slips his block or something stupid like that, well then,
Third down
all of a sudden I'm not in a position anymore where I can do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Means your offense is making big plays when they need them.
Drops back with the pass.
And drop
Oh, come on!
Oh, that didn't look like a bad throw.
it. You know, there's like 10 yards between him and the guy that's covering him.
Oh my God, that is so many drop passes in one half of football. I just can't believe it.
For the fourth time.
I'm telling you, man, it's time to start benching people.
It seems like it, yeah. Like,
This
wow.
one is shallow and short.
See, that was a crappier result than if I'd have punted it from our own red zone.
Yep.
That was total crap, though. I mean, you know what? That guy, 9 times out of 10, will catch that pass, except on third down. Then his catching rating is reduced from about 88 to 44, I think.
Yep.
Right? I'm pretty sure they do some kind of math trick where they cut your receiver's catching rating by 50% or something. Just so that you have to punt it away on third down if you try a pass, right?
They
Yeah.
really hustle on the defensive side of the ball. They're very good at clogging
It's
up
definitely
down.
their defense can't take credit for this right now, right?
Choose from.
You know, we should have at least one more score than this and a lot more time of possession.
I agree. Whoa!
You ran the wrong way.
No, I got totally unblocked there, and
Oh, okay.
like they dropped me so they could go after the safety,
Yeah.
and I had to turn around and come and make the tackle.
Yeah, figure out where you were again.
Yeah, well, like that was just so weird. But yeah, it's like the thing, right? The center is going for the safety. The guard picks up Danny Jones, or no, Rose. He
that's
picks up the
Rose.
dime back.
Yeah.
The guard picks up the dime back, and the center's going for the safety, and I just got totally dropped there.
Yeah, they just forgot to block you.
Yeah, it was that's why it took me a second to get my bearings there. Like, that was completely and totally unexpected.
2-minute warning.
I think that was a big play attempt, actually. I think they were trying to spring the instant run for a touchdown thing on you there.
Can't convert third downs.
Launches this one to the right. This one falls.
Well, that's why you back everybody up. You know, I didn't even have an opportunity to dodge that guy left or right. I just got sucked into him.
Yep.
And see where the ball is going.
Well, that's okay.
You made the play that time.
You know they're passing on third down pretty well all the time anyway, so you just play the pass.
Yep.
Here's the kick.
And you call the fair catch.
Hey, look, it's a 2-minute warning.
Yeah, because you know you're not going to be able to return that punt.
First and 10.
Right? What do we got going on here?
The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Looks like he's changing the play. Going to the air on first down.
Oh, fuck, I just threw it right at him, too. God damn it.
Obviously looking for them to go to the air. The defense was right in position to intercept.
Next time I see him line up like that, I'm going to call a timeout and start over.
That's what defense is all about.
The offense gets ready to go following the interception. The corners are backing off. The visiting team come out in the bunch formation. Drop in the backfield for a short loss.
Well, and they're still running the ball anyways.
Much to work with on that.
Well, let's just hope that you can hold them to a field goal here so they don't get rewarded for
An
that.
aggressive defense like this, a hard count could be an effective way to keep them off balance while trying to draw them offside.
Try and steal it from them maybe or something. I don't know.
Kansas City going to a prevent defense here as they back up the safeties and corners. Quarterback back in the shotgun. Throwing short to the right side. Short
You should have let the AI control that guy.
I don't think it would have worked. He was going the wrong way. He was running him in towards the middle.
Yeah.
And now they're going to do this bullshit where, like, I'm way behind the line of scrimmage.
First and 10. Looks like he's changing the play. Number 27 is the deep back. On the delay. Breaks free of the defender. Misses the tackle.
Well, okay.
Number 20 records the tackle.
Well, they're not going to get much on that.
Looks like he's calling an audible. Drops back. Gets rid of it.
Oh, come on!
You've had absolutely zero pass rush today. Wow.
Now that's just how
That's not the problem there, right? Here's another one of those situations where I'm playing 3 deep.
Yeah.
But he plays it so far to the inside for some reason. It's not like there's anybody in that region to influence him to the inside.
Yeah. That's why in my more recent playbook I've moved away from 3 deep zone.
Yeah, you
and
moved
I
to a
play
4 deep
almost
zone.
exclusively 4 deep. Because that way those guys on the outside don't get out of position, right? Their zones are narrow enough that they can't get out of position.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think once you turn the ball over against these guys, it's pretty much scripted. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Nice kick and return.
Well, I guess we got a little over a minute here. Maybe we can get some points back.
To the 20. Keeps his feet moving. Their last drive ended with a pick. And the offense right now ready to call their first play on this drive. First and 10.
But I've got to get receivers to catch passes here first, right? First and foremost.
Looks like he's changing the play. Dropping back with the throw. He hits his receiver. The 40.
Oh, now you get a big play.
Yep. I was running out of bounds there. Maybe if I'd have tried staying in, that guy dove, maybe he would have missed, right?
Well, you got to conserve the clock now if you want to score.
Yep.
Come out of the nickel. He sees something in the defense. Directing traffic. Passing on first down. Gets the pass off. Howell makes the stop.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess they just used one of our timeouts for us.
Yep.
We're just about down.
Boy, oh boy.
Damn it, Marshall, can't you just play with that thing dangling at your side?
Well, the thing is, that, like, what is that, right? You know, like, I had plans for that timeout. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of crappy, too, right?
Closing in. Gets rid of it. Howell records the stop at the 38-yard line. So they get 2 first downs on their last 2 plays.
And they're getting it done by seeing the whole field and taking what the defense gives them.
Jenkins sends a man in motion. Going to the air on first down. Looking downfield. Perfect.
Hey, he caught it.
Yep. How about that, eh?
2 following that pass for decent yardage.
I'll tell you, when you've got second and short, you can call just about
Well, he's out for the game now.
If you don't get it on this play, you can always go back out there on third, and you still only need a yard or 2 for the first down.
Looks like he's changing the play. With the pass, he hits his receiver. Dives and...
See, now we've only got 1 timeout left, right? And that definitely
Call it now, yeah.
will impact my play calling choices, right?
Yep.
So they have first and 10 here.
And all because they screwed us out of that one, basically, right?
Drops back.
Uh-oh.
Looking for a receiver. Slings it out left side. Number 52 stops him.
Well, that's about all I can do.
It's better to call the field or kick the field goal here than it is to lose out.
Yeah, well, that's all I could do. When I saw things go completely sideways on several pass patterns at once there, basically I just dumped it there to get rid of it, right?
Woodson comes into the game to try the field goal.
And you've got this.
The kick is up. No doubt about that one. So after the first 2 quarters of play,
Well,
Boy.
it's better to be leading going into the second half than trailing.
Yeah, that's true. But we'll have to pause now.
All right. And we're back.
and we go back to the game.
Yes, and here we are starting the second half of what's been a very tough game. Actually, looking at the statistics,
He raises his hand for the fair catch.
according to the statistics, we had 6 drop passes in the first half.
Long time.
Although I think for some reason they did not count a couple of them.
Yeah, they didn't count the one to Clark at the very first play of the game because that one got called back on a penalty. But
Yeah.
that was also a drop pass.
Yes, it was. It was also a drop pass.
Hand it off.
Wow. You know what?
Wasn't able to get
I'm
in.
going to make a change here. Let's just see what we can do. Whoop.
And we go back to the game. So it's second and 10.
It's definitely been tough going because of all the offensive miscues.
They come out in the next-
Yeah, actually, I have to say that so far, offensively, this game has been absolutely a shit show.
Throwing. He finds his man. Harris.
But we're going to try and use this play a little bit more
27-yard line. The receiver did a nice job creating
in
separation, enabling him to make the reception.
these situations where they want a man walk like that.
Because they're giving it up a bit more.
Grab anytime. Consistent success on third down, which they've had, usually translates into a win.
Texas 53.
Dropping back, gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Dives and brings
But I
it
think
down.
Mills and Rhodes both in this game are on their last chance.
Yeah, well, they've dropped...
Rhodes has dropped 3, and Mills has dropped 2. And Rhodes only caught 3 passes, so he dropped as many as he has, been thrown, right?
Yeah.
Number 47.
It's been pretty brutal so far.
Yeah, that's rough when you only have a...
Drops back. Surveying the field. On the run.
Yeah, I just can't get it over those guys. They're superhumanly smart, right? It's like they're constantly dropping off. They start off playing short zone, and then it looks like the short guy's covered, so I can't throw to him.
Yeah, they mushroom out
And
like
then
that.
and then exactly. They
He sees something in the defense. He surveys the field.
well, there's another drop.
No one there that time. Now it's third down after the incompletion. Sixth play of
I
this
feel
drive.
your pain, man.
Here are the numbers when it comes to third down conversions.
Third down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
Looking for a receiver. Throwing.
Well, at least he caught it this time.
And he didn't run backwards.
Getting unloaded on, that's what happened here. He just got unloaded on.
Nice read.
That happens
Receiver was in
sometimes.
Single coverage. The home team have not been very successful throwing on first down, but they still have the lead.
And somehow they've
We haven't really been very successful doing anything on first down so
Yeah.
far.
Hand it off to the fullback. Daly makes
Bill
the stop
Parkman.
at the 49.
I can't believe they only gave you 3 yards on
This is
that.
a tough physical team.
Well, you know what? That's just the way this game's going, right? Going to have to do everything
If you run the ball
twice.
consistently, it really wears down the interior line. It helps to slow down those pass rushers.
Texas 28.
Drops back under pressure with the throw. Emmanuel with the
Well, did easily get you the first down? Yes,
Yeah,
he did.
I guess they're going to give me the first down for that one. That's a quick enough pass though that even though they were pincering me there, right? Like they had a blitzer coming from both sides,
Yep.
and I still managed to get rid of that ball quickly enough to complete a pass, right?
Another run.
You know what? That's just
Number 86. Couldn't find an opening. Was brought
Just
down
one of
very
those
quickly.
things.
Yeah, he was. This
It's in the
line has to
game.
do a better job of holding up
Yeah,
at the point of attack.
offensive miscues are in the game. Well, I don't know what happened there, but that was just a jumbled up mess because it looked like there should have been room to run through there, right?
Yep.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
And I don't know why there wasn't any room there.
Looks like he's
Because
changing the play.
I should be able to follow the guard here, right?
Gives the ball off. Number 97 makes the play at the 39. Good gain for the offense here in the second half.
This is one of those guys who seems to play better as the game goes on. The more he gets the ball, the better he does. So I'd expect to see him get quite a few touches here as the game winds down.
Jenkins with a man in motion.
What have we got going on here?
Looking for a receiver with the
Yeah. Oh!
Dropped it. Right?
But he couldn't make the catch.
Wow.
Sometimes you see the receivers drop the easiest passes. They must be thinking touchdown.
That's
before making
unbelievable.
the catch.
That's about 9 drops in this game so far now.
Yeah, that was wide open.
Very shallow punt.
I don't know. You just can't catch a break. Well, there's a good punt.
Yep.
And this punt will take a fortuitous bounce and land inside the 10-yard line.
Just watch those flat passes because they're probably if they don't run here, they'll be trying to throw one of those.
That they will.
Number 27. And he just got level.
Yeah, you know that whole...
Wow, I even had the linebackers pulled in tight there. It just didn't matter.
Yeah, well, that's the weakness of that spread line, right? If they do manage to get a dive play right up the middle, if you can't slip off your block, then you're done. Because your counterpart on the other side of the formation isn't going to do it.
Only one man in the backfield. Cherry sends a man in motion. Again to the run. To the 20. Slip arms the defender to the ground. Number 27.
Ah, well, there will be no safeties in this game.
That's okay. They'll abandon this eventually because it's not fast enough for them, right?
It's 1st and 10. The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Again with the carry. Can't bring it. Big pop that time.
It takes two guys to tackle him every single time, right?
He is. He's a strong runner. It's tough to keep him under control.
Stronger every time he touches the ball.
2nd and 8. The corners playing off a bit.
All right, well, I'll give this a try again.
Only one man back. Again, he'll get the call. Drop behind the line.
There. Now you've got him in a passing situation.
This defense is extremely active and effective up front. They do a good job of getting upfield quickly, creating havoc in the backfield. Misdirection plays and draws can be a good way to use their speed and aggressiveness against them.
Great fake.
Ooh. Okay, well, that'll do.
Yeah, you know what? I guess I'll take that.
Yeah.
I audibled to a nickel there at the very last minute. I don't even think it showed up on screen there, but that's why Ben French ended up dropping back. Because I'd audibled to a nickel.
And here comes the punting unit again for the 6th time. Here's the punt.
All right. Fair
He
catch.
signals for a fair catch.
No blocking. All the no blocking.
So they have
All the time.
Yep, all the no blocking all the time. Yep.
Calling an audible. Jenkins sends a man in motion. They'll pass on 1st down. Looking for a receiver.
Oh, come on.
That's a defensive
Man.
lineman.
You know what? They can't even run their patterns right today. Like, wow.
But it has to be catchable. You got to use some touch.
Changing the play now. This one is handed off. Hudson records the stop.
Well, that's a decent gain by the looks of it.
Well, just try not to lose yards so that we can maybe
Make it easier on third down.
be in a position where we can try and throw a slant pick or something for a 1st down, right?
Yep.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Looks like he's changing the play. With the pass, a little off target, but caught. Harris with the stop.
And yet you can hit him in the numbers all day and he won't catch it.
And it's good
Yep.
for a 1st down.
He
Well,
excels on 3rd down.
I don't know. What do you do, right?
Yep. It's just one of those days.
Calling an audible. Tucks it away. John, one of your favorite
Well,
right here. I'm going to use it.
He had
I
to kind
guess
of
that
ping
was
pong
a
there.
well. Thing is though, that corner managed to hold his position.
Yep.
Even though he was being blocked, he didn't get pushed backward or anything, and I didn't have any room to run past him, right?
Yeah, they're big, strong guys on these strong D teams, right?
Calling an audible now. This one is handed off. Number 52 brings him down.
See, instead of going through the gap there, it seems like as soon as there's any contact at all, he starts going sideways, like right away, right?
Yeah, and you're not pressing that. That's just something that the game does to you, right?
Yep. Well, I'm pushing straight ahead.
Yeah.
Right? Like I've got the D-pad pressed straight ahead the whole time.
It just doesn't matter.
It just doesn't
A
matter.
little over 4 to go. The defense lines up in the nickel. Looking for an option.
Oh, another drop pass.
That was right on the money. The drop.
Wow. This is absolutely unbelievable. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. Right?
It would be 9 at least.
Well, this game's barely more than, it's not even 3/4 over yet, right? You know, like potentially this could be a 12 drop game, right?
Yeah, it's turning out real bad.
And, you know, when you struggle to complete passes all the time like that, I mean, that's one of the reasons that interception happened too, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to force it in there and try and make something happen because,
Hang time on this one.
Nobody can hang on to it themselves.
yeah, like even open receivers are not catching the ball when I throw it to them, right?
Ball on their own 20. Loosening up
Well,
the
I'll do
coverage.
what I can here.
And this is a progression week too, so I'm hoping that those guys will gain about
Hand it off.
10 points of catching apiece.
Takes him down.
I know they won't, but you know what? It would be nice if they gained enough points in catching that they don't drop 2 or 3 passes a game anymore, right?
Yeah.
The corners are giving a bit of a cushion. Number 27. Breaking
Oh! He broke my tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that whole deal about what happens when an unstoppable force meets an
I don't know.
immovable object? Well, the unstoppable force won
I'm thinking
that
there's a little bit of, that man's on the sauce, okay? If he can break a defensive tackle, that man is on the sauce.
Yeah. Well, I know we haven't been using Madden cards in this playthrough, but I think that if we were, I'd be playing a Hands of Glue card right about now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right? Because that many drop passes is absolutely ridiculous. And that's why we're in this position right now. Because nobody can catch a pass when I throw it
The
to them.
visiting team
Yeah.
line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. Fullback handoff. Number 95 with the tackle.
Well, I guess I was in there for the team tackle.
Yeah, now they're going 5 wide receivers on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, he works out with a group of guys in the offseason that have one of the roughest training regimens that I've ever heard about. You know how hard Jerry Rice has always worked out, right? Well, these guys might be right there.
And you know how
with
many
him.
sacks you got so far in this game?
Like none?
Fly
None.
balls, you name it, they do it.
Pressure coming. And he had it.
Well, that was a pretty uncatchable ball, though.
Yeah. Well, he always throws it away before you can get to him, it seems like, right?
Yeah, he's a hot potato quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be a result of his rating, too, because he's a lower-rated guy, I think.
Yeah.
So, a lower-rated quarterback will tend to make risky, dangerous throws all the time.
Harrison will come in now to punt it away. Here's the kick.
No, I'm not going to go near that one. I can't get to it.
Oh, look at that. You got a 5-yard return for doing nothing.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I
Right?
just didn't want to run there and then fumble it. That's what it felt like.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I think that is a definite tendency,
Nickelback in this time.
right?
Calling an audible.
That was an attempt
To
that
create
was
a turnover.
To create a turnover. That's what that was.
Pass play here on first down. Throws it. And
Go easily.
dives and makes the tackle. 6-yard gain. 2nd and 4 coming up here. The visiting team come out in a nickel package, directing traffic.
72.
Gets rid of it, and it's caught.
No, look at that. Runs through a tackle, turns it into a big gain. Yeah,
He's a fantastic player.
he is.
That'll move the chains, John.
We're going to need to give him a rest now, though.
Pass with a heck of a catch. That's exactly what you're going to get.
Yeah, he's actually, I think, a bit better of a receiver than Marshall is, even though Marshall's the first string guy.
Changing the play now.
I think the only reason Marshall is the first string guy is because he can block.
Yeah.
Number 47. Drop behind the line for a loss.
You know what? For a 3-4 defense with those that large of gaps
I'll tell you, he's
In
one
the
of
line.
knowledgeable
in the line,
defenders in the league. He knows how to
I'm
play the
amazed
game,
at
and he always knows what's going on.
how quickly they close everything up.
Yep.
Right.
32. Completed 3/4 of play, and the score is 13-10. The teams are set for the fourth quarter of play. First down marker is just inside the 32.
Set. Silver. 72.
I haven't had any luck doing this anyway, but what the hell?
Well, you got to look after the ball, right?
He'll get it again. Number 52 pulls him down.
Right. I didn't like the look we got there, so you know, like I'll try that and then see if they give me something I like a little better.
Yeah, you just got to look after the ball. I understand.
Extremely disciplined.
I support that decision entirely.
Very quickly. Makes it tough to find openings when you're running the ball.
Drops back. Looking for an option. Rolling.
Well,
Incomplete.
pretty much I was just throwing that away.
That's because they did a good job of not giving the quarterback a lane to throw in. If you take those lanes away, it makes it very difficult to get the pass out to the receiver.
They'll try to make their offense start from inside their own 5.
I'm going to try and make it hit them.
Very shallow punt from the 11.
Oh!
Well,
I don't think they really got anything out of that.
no, it's funny that he didn't fumble, though. If that had been us, that would have been guaranteed fumble. Right.
Yep.
But I was trying to get lucky there, maybe, and create a turnover, right?
Just like they were.
Just like they were.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. With the pass, Harry hauls him down.
But we had man coverage, we had flat zones, we had the whole works. I don't think that was going to work.
No.
The defense. They were right there to tackle the ball carrier.
Inside their own 20.
But this kind of thing has actually been my staple defense for this game, which is kind of unusual.
Yeah.
But it's because they throw a lot of short passes.
Hands it off to the back. Waller pulls him down at the 24. Number 27.
Well, they just ran for 13 yards.
I mean, it's whatever. They won't keep that up. They won't stick to it.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Loosening up the coverage on the outside.
Well, he didn't break a tackle for once.
Yeah. Yeah, you actually got somebody back there and made the stop for a change.
As soon as you snap the ball.
2nd and 10. Cherry sends a man in motion. Closing in, throws it, and he
Wow.
can't hang.
Yeah, circle route over the middle. But one time you're not playing that zone in the middle, right?
Yeah.
How did they know?
I don't know. They must have seen me audible out of it.
Defensive lineman popped up.
And this is the 5th play of this drive. Kansas City backs its secondary off the line to be in better position to defend the deep pass. The backfield is empty, and they'll go with 5 receivers. Under pressure, gets the pass off. On the mark.
Yeah, I decided I was coming after him on that play.
26.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It worked. They threw a pass that was going nowhere.
Because I lined up in a nickel versus a 5 wide receiver set, but I backed everybody off and
Punter's in again
blitzed
for
around the
8th.
outside edge.
Here's the punt.
No, I'm not touching
He's
that.
waving
No,
for the fair
don't go
catch.
anywhere near it. Well, that one took their kind of bounce this time, but
Well, we're only down 4 yards on the exchange, I think.
It's 1st and 10.
Texas 72.
Calling an audible now. Gets rid of it, and he makes the grab.
Nice.
Yeah.
Boom! That is big-time football.
Jenkins reaching a milestone right there. He's now passed for over 3,000 yards this year.
Yeah. Well, what's this?
Looks like he's changing.
I have no idea. Some weird 3-4 alignment with everybody on one side. And a spread line.
Looking for room. Walker.
Well, we'll just try and get something positive out of it. And,
They have to get the ball inside the 42 to convert. Changing the play now.
Ray, 28.
Drops back. He's looking. Rolling left. Throws on the
fuck,
ball.
I couldn't press the right button. I wanted to press the R button so bad, and I just couldn't do it.
One thing remains constant. No matter
It's okay.
what kind of quarterback you are,
Wow.
rushing your throws is going to end up in incompletion.
That's
or what?
absolutely crazy.
Well, I mean, you would have been throwing it to Parkman.
Yeah, I know, but still, he was the open receiver.
That's true.
Visiting team.
Yeah, I don't think they cover him. I don't think they even bother trying.
He surveys the field, scrambling. Pressure, brings it down, looking to run.
Nice!
The 41-yard line.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Yeah, if you want it done right, you gotta do it yourself.
He's going to take it. And right there, he takes it for a big first down.
After that, you now have 56 yards rushing.
Yeah. Wow, eh?
He sees something in the defense. Going to the air on 1st down.
Well, though Jenkins may not win any races, but he can scramble a little bit when he has to.
Yep.
Still, he's in perfect position to make that catch.
Yeah, the receiver showed great concentration looking that one right into his hand.
Set. Texas 28. Texas 35.
Dropping back, gets the pass off, the 30. They've got something going here.
Yeah, it's been one first down after another. They're putting together a nice-looking drive here.
Set. Texas 53.
Throwing on 1st down with the throw, and he
Oh, look at that. He got away from him.
Wow.
Well,
Practicing a play again.
That was the weirdest looking tackle I've ever seen.
They're inside the 20.
okay, now against this alignment, I should be able to run up the middle, right?
No, that's not going to happen.
Oh, come on.
Nope. It's totally clogged, man. I'm telling you.
Number 86. Number 52. Makes the tackle at the 17. Gain of 2.
That doesn't help we get home field advantage on our spots either.
Yeah, I know.
Third down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on third down, you keep three things. You
Get a
keep your
5
drive
wide
going,
receiver something
you
or
keep
other. That
your
would work good
defense
here.
on the field,
No,
and
I
you
tried
keep
that
your
earlier in the
defense
game
resting on the
and got
sideline.
killed.
Drops back. Pressure coming.
Like now?
Pass. Pass goes incomplete.
I think they sent
Lucky you got that
everyone.
one off, John. The defense brought
You
everyone
think?
to the blitz.
And that's the idea. Bring the blitz and force him to throw before he wants to.
Looks
boy.
straight out to try this field goal. And it's up. He made that one easily. The home team.
Well,
leading in the game, but
Those
not
field
by
goals
much.
add up.
And the
Yeah.
kickoff team comes out onto the field.
it's really too bad we didn't have one more. I'd feel much more comfortable at this point in the game.
Should be a return here. From the 3. He was unable to make anything happen on that return.
This special teams coverage came swarming down on him. He had nowhere to hide.
It's 1st and 10. Giving some cushion on the outside. Hand it off. Number 27 couldn't escape the pursuit and was cut down quickly.
These guys have found it very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage on running play.
That's totally what happened there, John. Yep.
Yeah, that's totally what happened. Actually, you had an unblocked linebacker left on the side, that side of the formation.
Oh, I got section blocked.
Wow, you know what? I don't think that those should be working quite that well, but it just looks like, yeah, every time they run the ball like that, it just sets up perfect for them, right?
Yeah, at least on mine part of the ball there. Right? I'm running sideways here.
Yeah, I
and
know.
then I get suction blocked by this guy.
Yeah, by a guy who was already blocking someone else, right?
Yeah, well, and he's behind me at this point, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't go in to block him like that. I get suctioned into that.
Back to the field. Going to the air on 1st down. Slings it out left side.
Yes! Danny Jones! Go, Danny Jones! Go, 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 go! Oh! Interception number 4. Wow. Can you say impact player?
You know, he was sitting there playing the hook zone in the middle.
One more
Yeah.
yard to the touchdown.
Wow. What a turn of events.
He would have been probably a pretty good wide receiver, actually. Well, you know, they scored on us once on defense, but we scored on them once.
Yep.
It evens out.
Actually, you know what? If we, assuming we go on to win this game, it will be because of the defense, because the offense did nothing today. Like, both of those touchdowns were a result of turnovers where I was able to take advantage of starting basically already in their end of the field, right?
Well, those field goals are important though too, right? If we hadn't had those, then who's to say how we would have ended up playing this game?
Yeah. Well, I'm feeling a little more comfortable now, but the way this has been going, I mean, it's not over yet. Uh-oh.
Good distance.
It's okay, it was a good kick.
From the 4.
Well, I managed to evade all the blockers and come over and cover it anyway.
Yep. You just see Gooden and he's driving his vehicle and he's going between all the pylons.
Yeah. Okay, well, just need you to buckle down here again and make one more stop.
I'll do my best.
Loosening up the coverage on the outside. Morton, the man in motion. Looking upfield. Number 95.
Oh, come on.
No,
wait.
they got, yeah, just go ahead, accept that penalty.
I'm so used to it being us getting screwed over.
Some of these guys wear jerseys 2 sizes
Now
too
they're
small.
5 wide
They
again,
tape
huh?
them to their pads to prevent that kind of thing.
That they are.
So it'll be 1st and long here after the penalty. Kansas
Come out in the
City
dime this time. We haven't had much luck in prevent.
better position to defend the deep pass. The visiting team line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Drops back. Throwing. He hits his receiver. Pearson goes
Well,
down
pretty tight
immediately, that'll
coverage.
bring up second
Yep.
down.
Ben French getting in there. Wow, guys, I don't think I'd celebrate that much.
No.
7 coming up here. Giving some cushion on the outside. Cherry out of the gun. Dropping back. Looking for a receiver. And he makes the grab.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I've hit him so many times this game, but it's always just a little too late.
Yep, he always manages to throw it away just before you can get there.
It's 3rd down and 4 to go. They'll go from the shotgun.
Oh, you got him, finally. Finally.
Cedric Perry again.
You have to get rid of the ball in that situation. Throw it underneath. Throw it away.
So what do you think? Are we in run the ball 3 times and punt territory now?
I do think so.
Yeah. I think we'll probably just run the ball 3 times and then punt and try and run as much time off the clock as we can. Oh, look at that. It bounced back into the field. That was pretty close to the sideline, too, eh?
Yeah, well, I think they gained a yard on that punt because of that, too.
The visiting team come out in a nickel package. Directing traffic. This one is handed off. Number 52
There's one.
makes the stop at the 43.
Yep.
Was stuffed on that play, John.
They're just relentless when the offense decides to run the ball. They break down blocks very quickly. And they do a good job maintaining their gap assignments, limiting cutback opportunities.
With any luck, I can run this down to 2 minutes before I kick it away, eh? Look at that. See, that guy just comes in there unblocked, right?
Yep.
There's literally nobody there to block him at all.
Well, I think I'd stick to your disciplined plan and run the ball again.
Yep, absolutely. We're just going to run the ball again.
Nickelback in this time.
We'll try Clark's side again. Maybe somebody will do their job this time around. Nope.
Nope.
See, that guard went straight ahead and went after the free safety, eh?
Yep.
But that's okay. I can let it run down to the 2-minute warning now.
Emmanuel looks like he's ready for the return.
And then you can kick it to him low and make him take a lot of time.
This one is shallow and short.
Well, your mission is to make them take at least 2 minutes to score.
All right.
It's 1st and 10. Loosening up the coverage on the outside. Looks like he's calling an audible. Number 27, the lone back.
Oh, you got him this time.
He was trying to throw a deep pass on down the left side or the right sideline.
Because he had to slip the blocker, then use his speed to get back to it. And he just made it look simple.
Throws it. The pass ball's incomplete.
Well, that's not really any surprise. Get up, bro. We need you.
It might be a little too late.
The corners playing back. Quarterback back in the shotgun. Looking for a receiver. Breaking through. The 30. John, one of your favorite terms.
Well, they just called a timeout. Now they're going on 4th down.
That's no surprise.
About 4 to go. Well, if the defense can stop them one more time, they'll get it back. Pressure, throwing.
Yeah. And now we run the ball 3 times and punt.
That's right.
In fact, I'm not going to even pretend to do anything other than run the ball now.
Parkman touchdown run.
Fullback handoff.
No, I don't think we're going to get any touchdown runs here, but we will force them to use their timeouts.
Yep.
9 yards to go. Calling an audible now. He gets the carry. Hudson takes him down at the 34. Third and 8.
Well, they'll have to call a timeout after this play.
That's right. They will.
Up in the nickel.
Hey, look, it's a nickel defense. Does that look like a nickel defense to you?
No.
Kind of looks like a 46.
You know what? With 9 guys in the box, I think this run play is going nowhere, but that's okay.
It's the toss to the left. Clark. Barber makes the tackle at the 30.
That's their last timeout.
Yep.
Jones was outstanding tonight.
Danny Jones is the player. This is a Monday night game. He's the horse trailer player of the game.
Oh my God. Well, now we're going to have to re-sign him.
Yeah.
Not much hang time on this.
Coffin corner.
Yep.
To return this
Yeah.
ball.
Oh, come on. Oh, that's such a shit spot.
It hit the pylon, though. Wow. Oh, I tried. I was trying, but
It's okay.
that was just so close.
That totally wasn't your fault.
Loosening up the
Totally
coverage
wasn't
on
your
the
fault.
Wow, this has been a brutal game. I feel drained.
Number 27 is the deep back.
What's going on? Did somebody move?
They jumped. They have discipline problems.
Moved a little early there.
Now, the rule for the offensive line is once you put your hand down...
I can't believe these guys gave us a harder game than the Zombies did.
That they did.
Of course, like I said, though, a lot of drop passes in this game, too, though, right? Like
Yeah.
our offense was pretty much hamstrung by that.
With the throw.
Oh, look at this!
Marco Gooden gets one.
Yeah, well, now I think it's time to just kneel.
Off target.
This game is over.
Yep. Rec V5X's defense steals one for us.
Totally not intentionally, too. That was just like plain vanilla man coverage, 2 deep zone, a hook zone in the middle.
Well, this is the last play of the game.
Come out in a nickel package. He'll take a knee.
Well, they scored as many points as the Zombies, though, and that's no surprise considering that they're competitive with the bad men in this division. These guys are playing really good this season.
Yeah, well, I basically gave him a gift, though, when on that touchdown, right? Like, that's a bad position to put your defense in. The way you played in this game, you could have very easily only given up just that field goal.
Well, it can't be helped, right? This is just the way it goes. I felt pretty confident against their offense this game. I didn't have too many problems stopping them except for on that one turnover, but that's just because, like, you know how it is. When you make a turnover, the AI is, like, scripted to play better.
Well, also they started with the ball inside our 20, so I mean that's pretty much a gift right there. You've pretty much given them a score.
Yep. But that guy, too, he forced it in a lot over and over and over again and kept throwing the ball away over and over and over again because he didn't want to get sacked, and eventually he threw it into coverage.
Yeah, but see that, though? They still didn't make 100 yards on you, even though they definitely did try.
Yep. They didn't get 200 yards passing either.
Nope.
But I'll still be a leaky pass defense, 18th in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 18th in the league. If you only give up 150 yards passing a game, you're 18th in the league. That's what we are.
Yeah, that's right. Well, the Bo Jenkins' worst game of the season.
Well,
26 of 44.
Everybody gets one, right?
Yeah. And we had an absolutely terrible day on the ground, too. Like, we just couldn't do anything.
Although you still had quite a lot of rushing plays.
Well, yeah, because you have to keep trying, right?
Yep.
And then
But boy, did we run a lot of plays in this game, too. They just couldn't keep hold of the ball.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, well, we didn't get any more drop passes after that, but I think I started throwing a lot less passes in the fourth quarter. I started just running the ball, right?
Yep.
Even if I wasn't being successful at it, it was better than throwing a pass and having it dropped because...
It keeps the clock running.
Yeah, exactly. A run play that only gets you 2 or 3 yards at least still keeps the clock running, whereas the drop pass, not only is it a no gain situation, but it stops the clock too.
Well, every run play is 39 seconds that the opponent can't score on you.
That's right. So, look at this. Rec V5X playing nose tackle gets 6 tackles and a sack today.
Yeah, it was hard, man. I had to maneuver all over the place. And lots of times I was dragging that running back down from behind.
Yep. Well, they kept you busy up the middle, too. They ran the ball a lot. And Cedric Perry only got 1 sack in this game. And Danny Jones with an interception and a fumble recovery.
Yep.
And he was definitely...
player of the game material.
Player of the game material. He was the guy who basically set up both of our touchdowns.
I wonder what his progression's going to be like.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to find out.
I hope his tackling goes up. If he does, he can stay on the team.
And you know what? He was only within just a half a yard of scoring a touchdown on that interception, too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's really too bad he ended up hitting the peg there.
Yeah, I think that was a matter of a ball spot, actually. If it had been a different referee with a different point of view, that might have been called a touchdown.
Yeah, why couldn't they bring their referees to our stadium? We would have got a better game out of it.
Yeah, see this, though? We got 5 inside the 20 punts today. Right? And even with those 2 really long punts, my average was still under 40 yards.
Yep.
Because we tried
Crazy.
all of those. The longest one was 72 yards, right?
Yep. Yeah, well, it's all those little dinky ones where you got to, kick it from the 30, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I might have had a bad day passing, but Richard Cherry was worse. He only completed 21 of 40 and got sacked a couple of times and threw 2 interceptions.
Yep.
And you know what? Oh, Hank Brickley there, he had a pretty good day running, but you still, like that one long run of 13 yards, and that was the biggest play from scrimmage they had.
Yeah, I remember that play,
ground.
too. That was in the 4-3.
Yeah, and look at that. He got 7 broken tackles.
Yeah, he was all over the place. He even broke my tackle.
Yeah. But anyway, it turned out to be a similar game to the male barnyard poultry type birds game, wasn't it?
Cox.
Yeah. Just like I think I called that one at the beginning of the game.
Well, these guys suck poultry just as much as the Cox do.
Yeah. Well, these guys had 7 drop passes, but I guess that's not as bad as 9 or whatever it was that we got.
Yep.
So, anyway, that guy there sacked me twice.
Well, he's a machine, though, that man.
Oh, yeah. This guy, too, he is like one of the best players on their defense.
Yeah, Sleepy Perry.
Sleepy Perry?
Yep.
I recognize his name. So, anyway, what a game. That was a really, really tough one. And, oh, look at that. They gave Marco Gooden player of the game.
Ha!
He
stole it.
I guess Danny Jones got horse trailer player, but Marco Gooden got player of the game, hey?
Go figure.
Yeah. Anyway, wow, that was a close call, but Rec V5X's defense pulls us out of the fire again.
I did my best.
Yeah. Well, until next time.
I'm Rec V5.
And I'm Sandman99.
Have a good one.